All right, welcome to PSC Sports Talk. To the ones and the nuns, we appreciate you. We got Poppa E and the Maxarelli
What's up, kids?
here from our secret location deep down in the dungeon with the broilers. You can hear it, it's hot in here at the Ristorante de Frio de Casa.
Not very frio today, but it is the Restaurante de Frio de Casa, yes. A balmy 90 degrees here in the Oklahoma today.
Well, now they know kind of where the secret location is.
Well, Oklahoma's a pretty big state, brother. Just saying.
So I think we're going to start off with a little bit of
NCAA news?
Well, I mean, what kind of news? Stupid news? I mean,
Well, I mean,
this is
this is the
a
craziest. This is the
hot
craziest
topic,
shit.
Hot topic here. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
This could take up most of the show because, as you can see in the picture there is an idiot. And
Well, no, he has a mental health problem. He's not an idiot. He has a mental health problem, Eric.
Okay.
Let's be, at least to start with here, let's be empathetic to what this young man is going through. He has an issue. He has a gambling addiction.
Okay. First off, that's bullshit. There's going to be a lot of words dropped here
Yes,
because this MFer in the picture, whatever SORSBY, Sucky SORSBY is what I'm going to call him,
Brendan Sorsby
has been gambling for 4 years.
spent
College games.
spent $90,000.
Approximately. And this is just what
This is what he's
turned
admitted to.
This is just what he's turned over. He did not go seek help till after he got caught.
He self-reported. He didn't get caught.
No.
He self-reported.
If you read the reports, Texas Tech was notified by the NCAA that the NCAA
Finally knew about it. Okay.
had tips. They talked to him. Next thing you know, he's self-reporting and he's in a 35-day rehab period for this anxiety and health condition. Whatever, dude.
Gambling addiction.
Whatever, dude. You got busted. Let's start with this. So,
Okay. Well, Cody Campbell, though, the main, he's an ex-NFL player. He is the head of the Texas Tech booster fund, or whatever you want to call it, NIL fund.
This is the guy that paid him $5 million?
Yes, it is. He says that Texas Tech has some of the best rehab facilities in the world for addiction and such. So he is in great hands to help with this problem that he has. I'm just going by what Cody Campbell said.
Okay, so this is the guy that's paying SORSBY $5 million to play at Texas Tech.
Yep.
And Texas Tech is fighting to keep him.
Oh, they're not fighting. He's going to play.
Oh
well, as of now.
We shall see. There's a lot of other issues going on.
Let's actually just, instead of just talking about it, let's also preface the story. So Sunday, there was a court date. I don't think it was
Monday.
It was Monday. But
that's when they released
the courts in the state of Texas have come out and said that he can play this year.
Yeah.
Even after gambling on his team, he can play this year. He will have a 2-game suspension against a very, very tough Abilene Christian team and a very, very tough Oregon State team. So he won't be able to play in the 2 non-conference games that they have scheduled. Very, very tough opponents that he's not going to be able to play against. So now we can rant on him now. I just wanted to at least go over the story on what's happening now.
Well, and it's been appealed.
Yeah,
but 4 of the members on that appeal board are Texas Tech alum.
But the number 1 guy is a Houston grad. He is not a Texas Tech grad. He is a Houston grad. So that's like the lead judge in the case is a Houston grad, not a Texas Tech grad.
So they're also saying that some of those Texas Tech alums may recuse themselves.
They may. But I guess the It's not in the county that Lubbock's in. It's in the next county over. It's like 3 hours away from Lubbock, from what I understand.
Well, so let's before we get into the Big 12 situation. So
No, right.
You're a teammate of this guy. You're on the same team as this guy.
Yeah.
A known gambling addict who loves to apparently, hey, I'm going to bet on my team.
Okay,
do you trust him?
but also let's preface that he did not bet on any games that he played in.
That he's turned over.
We can only go by what has been turned over. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Okay, I'm just saying he did not bet on any games that he was a part of. He did bet on games when he was a third string quarterback. He bet on Indiana.
But how do you know?
How don't know?
How does a teammate know? This is the quarterback. This is the guy.
If I was a teammate of his, I'd ask him how he got away with it for 3 years without getting caught. That's what I'd ask. So I could go do the same thing and try to make some money. I'm being honest. That's what I would do. How did you get away with it for 3 years?
But this is the number one rule in all of sports.
All those sports, bro.
In all of sports. The integrity of the game. This guy broke the integrity of the game.
He broke the third wall that you should never break. Pete Rose should be the poster child of why you don't bet on sports. I don't care if DraftKings and all these other betting sites promote or sponsor the NCAA. I don't care. You know what? Those are for people that don't play sports. Those are for fans. It's called FanDuel for a reason. It's not called football player duel or basketball player duel.
It's not called NCAA quarterbacks come play here.
No, it's not. So again, I up until today, when I heard somebody say that, I was like, you know what? Okay, I do somewhat buy into, that it's kind of bullshit that they, are somewhat coming down on this kid when you're taking all this betting money. But then again, actually, shout out Steve Kim. He said, again, these are for the fans. This is not for players. If you're a player, you cannot bet on your sport, especially effing games that you're involved in.
See, that's the point that gets me the most. That's what gets me the most.
Who cares if he didn't play in those games at Indiana? What happened if
he has inside information?
Not even that. What happens if first string quarterback gets hurt? And then the second string what was it? NFC Championship game 3 years ago or whatever. Brock Purdy gets hurt. Right? Second string quarterback. Third play, gets out there and he gets concussion. At that point, if we're talking about Indiana football at that point, SORSBY would have had to go in and play. Yep. Then he is involved in that game. You can't bet on your own team, let alone your own sport. You can't bet on your own team. It goes against all of the integrity of sports, period.
I'm a teammate of his. I don't trust him because you don't know. He's the quarterback. He's the one that's going to make a play. You said the other day.
That's what I was going to say. I was just about to bring that up.
What did you say the other day?
So what happens if it's in the fourth quarter, 1 minute left, 3rd and 1 from your own 8-yard line? You don't know if your quarterback and your quarterback has bet on, I'm going to get over 2 touchdowns this game. He's got 2 touchdowns at that point.
He needs one more.
3rd and 1 from the 8-yard line, 1 minute left. Coach calls a running play because, dadgummit, we're Texas football. We better be able to run for 1 dadgum yard.
Texas Tech don't run, but go ahead.
Well, I agree, but I'm just saying this is Texas football. We can run for 1 yard. We don't need to throw an interception, and you're down by 7 too. So the field goal doesn't matter at this point. Also, in the scenario, so you can't throw an incomplete pass at this point. You want that clock to run.
You do.
You don't want to stop the clock. So again, you're going to run the ball, get the first down, and figure it out. What doesn't say that SORSBY comes out and says, "Oh no, check. We're gonna check to a pass play.
Check.
We're gonna check to a pass play
because he's trying to get his
because
points.
he's trying to get his third touchdown pass to make his bet go through.
And then he misses,
and they lose. And possibly lose the game.
I would be seriously, if I'm a teammate, I don't know. I wouldn't want him on my team. I wouldn't trust him.
I don't know enough about the kid. I really don't.
It doesn't matter. He's done it for 4 years.
Because again, everybody comes out now and says, "Oh, he's a great kid. Oh, he made a mistake. Oh, he's a great kid."
But remember, as the Texas Tech coach said today in his report, and we'll bring that up in a little bit. Well, he didn't murder anybody.
Well, and again, that's another thing though.
Yeah, this is better.
No, well, Cody Campbell came out. I don't know if you've heard this part of the whole story. Corey Campbell has come out and
is it Cody or Corey? You said both names.
I know it's Cody. It's Cody. But he's come out and taken shots at Georgia because Georgia's kids can't freaking drive. There are so many speeding tickets with the University of Georgia, DUIs. Remember,
is that
Carter?
Is that against the bylaws, having speeding tickets and facing permanent ineligibility if you have speeding tickets?
Okay, well let's okay.
I'm just saying, is it
again? Let's look at the letter. Okay, these guys have broken the law.
I get that.
They have broken laws, and again, I'm not defending SORSBY. I'm just going by what Campbell has said. Okay,
because he's trying to protect his $5 million investment.
No, he is.
To keep his dirty ass on the field.
He is. But these Georgia players have broken the law. Some of these Georgia players have killed people.
They have.
Jalen Carter dropped to the 15th spot in the draft because he literally killed somebody street racing. And he was able to play that whole senior season.
But it was not against the NCAA eligibility rules like gambling is. The integrity of the game. They were doing these things during the game. They were doing those things away from the game.
To play devil's advocate, so you're saying that it's okay to kill somebody?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he found. Well, actually, he hired the lawyer that wins good against the NCAA. You think the NCAA would get better lawyers?
He lost big time against MLB though. By the way, that his lawyer did. But neither here nor there.
Well, he won't be going to the MLB.
I know. I'm just saying his lawyer sucked against the MLB in an MLB case, but neither here nor there.
So, and you also know that the Big 12 was not a part of this lawsuit, and by their bylaws, they can sanction and
they could
punish
they could
the
still
player,
suspend him.
The coach, and the school. And they're meeting. They met yesterday. They're meeting today. They're meeting again tomorrow.
Yeah, nothing has really come out about what has come out in these meetings. I guess it was a conference call yesterday. Was supposed to happen with the ADs, right? But again, I couldn't find anything on the YouTube about what was actually actually came out of the meetings yet.
They're not all the way done yet,
right? But you think something?
Who were the schools? It was Kansas and
it should have been all of them.
No, there was 2 schools, Kansas and another one. TCU. Are saying we should not play them this year. I agree with them. I wouldn't want to play a game with a dirty player. You don't know.
Why would you not want to?
He's on the up and up. He broke the integrity of. Did Pete Rose ever get allowed to coach another game?
No, he didn't. But here, okay.
And what did Pete Rose do?
Here's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you want to play against this kid? I would love to play against him.
Now, if you're a
defensive end, he might be going for the under. He might be going for the under and going to screw it all up because he wants to win an under bet. That's
the other thing. See, as a teammate, he's going for the under. I mean, do his teammates kick his ass in the locker room, catch him in the showers, and beat his ass if they lose? Did you throw that fucking game?
That would be
sorry. There's gonna be F-bombs for a little bit on this.
That's the first thing that's gonna happen. Is the first time that they lose and he has a bad game. This is gonna be huge.
I mean, this is huge. How many schools,
Well, no, Georgia has come out and said they don't want to play Texas Tech, period, in any sport.
Yeah, there's other schools that are.
And Nebraska. Georgia and Nebraska have both come out and said, we don't want to play you sorry sacks of shit in any sport.
Was it the Big 31 up north? What is that one?
Big 12 or Big 10?
The Big 10. I want to say that's the one that came out and.
No, that was Nebraska.
Told its ADs not to schedule.
Right. And it's not just in football; it's in any sport.
Yes, I know, because he broke the integrity of the game.
But see, I think that's okay. So I get the fact that you need to make a statement. And hey, if you're going to allow somebody that has broken the cardinal rule that every locker room that we talked about last week, every locker room in every sport has some sort of sign in the locker room, don't bet on your team.
I wish Pete Rose was alive right now.
Oh, God.
I seriously do.
God.
I
Me
seriously
too.
do.
It would be amazing to hear what he'd have to say about this.
Because that man was thoroughly punished, and he admitted he did
Well,
bet on them, but he didn't bet
But
against
he
the
also
Reds.
lied for a long time too about
He-
it. He did lie for a long time about it. If he just
he
would have been,
did.
if he just would have been honest from the gets on that, man, it would have been so much different for him. But we're not talking about Pete right now. We're talking about SORSBY. So again, I think I do somewhat agree with the teams setting a precedence of, look, we don't want to schedule Texas Tech. I get that, but I wouldn't be scared to play Texas Tech, even if the guy's on the take. Look, you can't. I don't know. I wouldn't mind playing Texas Tech from the being scared of SORSBY being on the take. I wouldn't be scared of that, because again, all he's gonna do is he could be playing his unders and he's gonna play like shit.
Well, let's bring.
He
up
could
that
be.
report.
I guess. Okay. I guess I wouldn't be scared of playing Texas Tech because of point shaving. On the point shaving part of it. Fuck it.
If I'm a defensive player, dude,
I wouldn't be. No, again, I
extra
wouldn't be
hard
scared.
hitting.
But at the same time, look, you have fucked. Since you said
I
bombs
said,
are okay, yeah.
I said we're going to be throwing
So
bombs
again,
in
so
this segment.
since you fucked with the integrity of the game, no, I agree that you shouldn't be playing. Or you know what I'm saying? I support them having that feeling, but being scared to play Texas Tech because he might be on the take, fuck that, man. Who gives a shit?
Well, they don't want to play them because of
No, because what they're doing
and
what
Tech
they've done
is
to the
allowing
NCAA. I get it.
Texas Tech is just as dirty in this as the player,
I-
because they gave him $5 million. And let's go to Texas Tech is not part of. So Texas Tech's taking a step back. It's a young man who was clinically diagnosed. By the way, he was diagnosed after he admitted.
Who's this
which-
quote? Who's this quote from?
This is from who's Horcut? Hocut.
Who's that? The AD.
He's the AD.
Okay.
Kirby Hocut.
Okay. I'm just hey, you're quoting something you just get
So he got diagnosed after he was caught, which is amazing. You know, I've
Well,
been
again,
looking at
just like we talked about at
before.
home. How many freaking drug addicts go to rehab when they have a bunch of money still? You know what I'm saying? No, you go to rehab because you ran out of money.
you know, Texas Tech coach Joey McGuire says he acknowledges the rage from the surrounding the situation with the athletic directors across all of college football, saying that the NCAA ban on players who gamble should remain sacrosanct, and that the court order won this week crossed a line that should never be crossed.
Right.
That's okay.
Look, I don't think this kid should be allowed to play
No, he
pro
shouldn't.
or college sports.
No.
You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. Look at
But
gosh.
he even says, here's the end of his quote. Okay, it's crazy because it's not murder, it's not beating somebody up.
Right.
There's a lot of things that we're working through. None of this is okay. So he's saying none of this is okay.
Right.
If he's saying none of this is okay, it should not be okay for dirty ass to play in a game. Why doesn't Texas Tech say, you know what? You better sit this one out.
Why not? Because I'm sure there's language.
Um,
There's language in that $5 million contract
Hey,
to where they have to pay him. So
Hey,
if they have to
and
pay
you know,
him,
I'm
and I don't know that. This is pure speculation at this point because I don't know the language of the contract. But I would assume the reason why they're being so bullish on this is because there's language in this contract that they have to pay this kid.
well,
Like
here's
he,
the other
he,
deal. So
he
if they
signed,
have that
he
language,
signed a good contract, or you know what I'm saying? He somehow got a good contract and it's signed right, or you know what I'm saying? It works in his favor. That's why they're being so bullish on this. Is because if he does not play, they have to pay him.
well, here's the other deal. So if the contract, and again, neither one of us know what's in there, you would think there would be something in there if he does something detrimental to the team, league,
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
They don't have to pay him.
Right. I would agree. How you don't have a contract detrimental to the team clause in there. I mean, that's like the, I don't know, that's in every at least pro contract. I just don't know how. I mean, again, this just goes back to, almost goes back to the soft ass bullshit that we have to deal with now in with college and pro sports. Is these kids are so fucking coddled that you come out and say that you have a mental disorder or a mental health issue. Gambling is not a mental health issue. I don't give a heck what you say. Gambling is a choice. You make a choice to gamble. That is a choice that you make. Just like doing drugs is a choice that you make. Now, don't get me wrong.
And he made this choice for 4 years.
I like to gamble, and hey, I have an addictive personality. But let's put it this way. Have I made any bets since I've lived here in this state?
Not that I know of, sir.
We tried one time. We tried. But my ID
that was a $5 deal, which
but my ID wouldn't allow me to do it.
We couldn't figure out how to get that app to work.
Right.
But okay, so here's
again,
Big 12 bylaws. So Big 12 bylaw 3.6 allows for the conference to sanction a member with a supermajority vote of disinterested directors after the representatives of the members that are subject of such vote has been given reasonable prior notice and the reasonable opportunity to be present and to be heard. Okay.
All right, lawyer speak. None of that made any sense what you just said.
I'm just reading what it says.
I know.
Among other reasons, the bylaw allows for the Big 12 to discipline a member for being engaged in any action or a course of conduct material adverse to the best interests of the conference taken as a whole. Big 12 is not happy. They are not happy.
No, they're not.
And understandably, I mean, you're playing a guy that he broke the integrity of the game. And here's the other thing. We're here in the South. You would think in the South, what's another Bible Belt?
We're not really in the Bible Belt, but I mean, kind of.
How many church? There's more churches than schools around here. It's what, 7 to 1?
That is true. I remember when I first moved here, I kept, but hey, look, another church. Hey, look, there's another church.
So,
hey, look, there's another church.
So if and I'm not trying to bring religion in there, but if there's so many people that are, what's the proper way to
religified?
There you go. And they go to Texas Tech. How are they okay with this?
Because they want the Red Raiders to win a national championship. Go Pack! Go Pack!
I don't see that happening. So, what do you think the Big 12 does? And this is just speculation. What do you think they do, if anything?
Well, I think they're going to try to suspend it. I think the Big 12 is. I think that's the next step. Is the Big 12 is going to try to step in and suspend him. Now, again, it's just going to go to court, and they're just going to override it again. See,
but they could keep him in litigation. And so if the Big 12 is smart, you wait till right before that week he's able to play. Boom, that's when you hit his ass. Then he can't play while that court plays out.
No, because I think you can still still play while it's going through litigation.
They could suspend him. No, he couldn't play unless he got this injunction.
So he just got the injunction to play.
I know, but that's with the NCAA, not with the Big 12.
Right, but the Big 12 suspends him. But if he puts in an appeal, if I'm not mistaken, at least this is the way it is in baseball, you're eligible to play while they work through the appeal process.
So
if I'm not mistaken,
you throw
that's
that
the way it
in
works.
on week 3. I think if they suspend him, they also could fine Texas Tech. Hey, what if they got fined $10 million? Oh, you want to pay him $5 million? Fine, we want 10.
That's nothing to Texas Tech.
Oh, well,
I'm just saying that's nothing to Texas Tech.
I think Texas Tech is.
Remember, Texas Tech just last week said, "Hey, we're gonna just pay Abilene Christian not to play us." And hey, Texas, you play in Texas Tech or Texas State, we're just gonna pay them not to play you, so we can play.
I wonder why they backed off of that.
Who? Texas A&M or Texas Tech? They haven't backed off of that.
Oh, it was Texas. You said backed off.
Texas doesn't want anything to do with that.
Well,
They have like Ohio State week 2. Why would you want to play a top 10 team?
Well, SORSBY isn't in week 1. They will get us back up.
They're good. I think they're good enough to. They could be good enough to beat them without SORSBY. See, that's the whole thing. Is Texas Tech has a $50 million roster, bro. They are stacked. They don't really need SORSBY. They really don't even need him, and they're probably still going to win the Big 12 if he plays a game or not.
Yeah, the Big 12 is weak. It's a weak conference.
Yeah, it's a weak ass conference. Yes, but I'm just saying they probably don't even really need him. But again,
so why are they fighting so hard to keep him for $5 million compared to $50 million?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they spend $50 million on the roster, and if they do keep him, they have a chance to win a natty.
I don't think they do. I don't think they're that good.
Well, we haven't seen him play, so we'll see.
Texas Tech paid that pitcher in softball quite well.
Completely
they
different.
Didn't win a natty.
Completely different story.
I don't think this
Texas Tech was a playoff team last year. This is the best quarterback in the portal. Texas Tech is good. I'm telling you, Texas Tech is good.
So what happens? Because I don't know if I don't follow college football as much as you do. So what happens if a team this year says we're not playing Tech and they back out?
Tech wins the game.
So they get the win.
They get the win.
Okay.
Because it's a forfeit.
It would be a forfeit.
It would be a forfeit.
Now, when it comes to the polls, how would that affect the polls and the people that do the polls and the BCS? Because don't they look at stats and stuff? It would be a forfeit.
Yeah, it would be a forfeit, and they would be undefeated. But they would. I mean, okay. So, in your scenario, like if the whole Big 12 said, "Blow me, we're not playing you."
Well, I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying let's say one actually does.
One, I don't think would make a difference. I think it would have to be 4 to 5. That would make a difference. But at the same time, those schools don't want to take a loss either, though, because that's a loss that you didn't play. And how do you think your players feel about that? All of these defensive players in this conference want to kill this kid.
I would want them to.
Exactly.
I would want to.
Why would he
kill him? They just want to severely punish the man.
Oh, yeah, they want to break his leg. Yeah, not kill him, right? They just want to break his leg.
I'm saying severely punish the man, kid, little boy, whatever.
No, he's a man. He's a man. He's a man. He's 21 years old or 22 years old. He's a man.
He's 22 and still what is it with these kids when they're this old wanting to stay in college? Was Van Wilder a lot bigger than I thought it was?
Bro, $5 million a year is more than the rookie minimum or the rookie salary you're going to get playing as a rookie. Well, why wouldn't you stay in college?
Well, then I think the Protect Sports Act or whatever is in there, I would have assumed that this would have helped kind of jump that to the forefront in the federal government.
Well, we'll see. And again, see, if you want to talk about that real quick too, I think it's going to be very tough to ever get a collective bargaining agreement with the college players because of the turnover. You have turnover every 4 years.
Yes.
So it's going to be very tough to continue to have a good CBA because, again, you're turning players over every 4 years. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you this one though. Okay. So hypothetically, let's say this kid plays 10 games, right? He sits out. He has to sit out the first 2.
Right.
Plays in 10 games.
Plays 10 games. I'm with you so far.
Throws for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Just hypothetically.
I think I know where you're going.
Does he win a Heisman?
No.
I would definitely say, hell no. He could throw for 10,000 yards and 500 touchdowns.
Because the Heisman voting is done by votes, by voters, not
by the Heisman Trophy winners and the Heisman Trust. Yeah, the Heisman. There is no way this motherfucker wins the Heisman.
You know what's funny?
There is no way.
I was about to ask you that question.
I've been waiting on that one for a while. There's no way. There's no way this kid wins the Heisman. There is no way. They could go undefeated. They could beat every team 70-0. Again, he could have 6,000 yards and 75 touchdowns and no interceptions, and there is no freaking way this kid gets a Heisman.
So
no way. And he was, but again, before all this shit came out, he was a front runner to be a Heisman Trophy winner this year.
So let's ask this scenario. When it comes down to BCS selections, let's say,
you mean playoffs?
It's
not BCS anymore, but yes, the playoff. Okay,
because they have a committee on that, right?
Yes.
So if it comes down to 2 valid teams for the last spot, one is Notre Dame and the other is Texas Tech, who gets in this year?
Notre Dame would get in over Texas Tech.
Do you think?
Are you talking? Okay, so you're talking kind of like last year, right? Where Miami, Miami and Notre Dame thing, right?
Yes.
If it's Texas Tech or if it was Texas Tech and Notre Dame,
yep.
No, Notre Dame gets in because of all of this bullshit. Texas Tech. Okay, the second SORSBY takes a snap this year, Texas Tech is a villain, and they have to do everything right. They have to do everything right. They can't be a bubble team. They can't be because everybody's going to come down on them. They have to be perfect. Not a perfect season, but they if they have 2 losses, I don't think they make the playoff.
Now,
I really don't. I think if they have 2 losses, they won't make the playoff.
Here's another scenario.
Because again, you have embarrassed the NCAA.
And
even though they have no freaking
not just NCAA, of all sports, all players. It's in my opinion. So let's look at the fan side for this. I'm sure down in Lubbock or wherever Texas Tech has their little
Lubbock
thing, he'll be isolated and he'll be okay.
Oh, and remember they have great rehab facilities too.
Yeah,
the best in the world.
Which in that same report it said they spent Monday after he was found able to play. They spent Monday after he was found able to play. He came back to campus, and they were getting him set up with all these resources. Why weren't they doing all these resources before?
Because they didn't know if he was going to play or not.
But
he could be a gambling addict up until that point. It's okay. They don't give a shit until he was able to play. Then we're gonna make sure he has the resources.
So he's gonna leave his little bubble because he's gonna stay and live over where the guy's giving him $5 million because he covets that ass. He loves that dirty ass, right? He's gonna protect it. They go on the road somewhere. Fans. What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh, it's gonna be horrible for him.
I'm sure there's gonna be boos. I'm sure.
Oh, boos, cheater, draft king.
There's gonna be all kinds of derogatory comments made. Now, let's say something happens and someone says something racist towards him, and he comes out, "Oh, this guy was racist towards me." How you think that's going to play out?
He's not.
He's going to have to keep his mouth shut no matter what is said.
Well, he's a white kid though, so you can't really be racist against him. But.
Well, you can, but
honky.
You know what I'm saying.
It's mostly honkies in Lubbock, Texas. I'm pretty sure.
I'm saying when they go on the roads and the fans are going to get derogatory with him. He's going to have to just shut his mouth.
This kid has to be a saint. From here on out, this kid has to be a saint if he's going to play. I'm still not. Again, I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand the hubbub of why the Big 12 is acting like a big fucking whiny bitch about this.
Get out there and do something about it. Like
exactly, suspend him. Suspend him.
I'm sure they have lawyers with them as they're discussing
this 2-game suspension was what him and the lawyer came up with.
Yeah, it was.
This is a self-imposed sanction. How often do teams? Well, you don't know because you don't follow college football. But this is what happens. Okay, the school comes out and they try to self-sanction themselves, trying to do the right thing. right?
Correct.
Back in the day, the NCAA would come in and say, "Oh no, 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 no! Your little self-sanction ain't shit." No, basically double whatever you think is okay. No, we're just going to double that,
I think,
or we're going to triple that. We're going to come in over the top of what you say, what you think is going to be okay. Oh no, we're going to come in over the top of that and screw you bad.
right. Well,
hence why Don James retired as a Husky coach. Just saying.
Okay, so I think the Big 12, they're doing all these meetings. You know, they have lawyers, multiple lawyers in there with them. There's probably multiple lawyers from each school discussing their options, because you know what? They don't want to go in there and basically get egg on their face.
How do you get egg on your face?
More than what the NCAA did.
The Big 12, okay, what I think the Big 12 should have came out as soon as this, we're 2 games. Fuck you. Sue us too then, motherfucker. Sue us too. You are, as a conference, we are coming out and saying you are ineligible. You broke the rules. I don't care what the NCAA says. No, as a conference, as a group of 12 teams that have come together basically as business partners.
Are they 12?
The Big 12 is actually 12, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Funny enough, the Big 12 is still 12.
Okay, all right, making sure.
Yes. Well, according to the graphic I saw the other day, it looked like there were still 12 teams.
Okay.
But as a business or as business partners,
isn't Cincinnati part of the Big 12?
Yes, they are. Funny enough, and they play and they play.
Didn't this guy play?
Yes, and they play this year.
I wonder what Cincinnati
at Cincinnati, by the way, too.
Oh man,
I'm pretty sure. Actually, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I heard the other day they play at Cincinnati in like November. Yeah, so that should be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Do you think?
But no, again, I'm sure that's what they're talking about, are these 3 days of conversations that they're having.
What can we do? What should we do?
Right, because these are business partners. Again,
oh yeah,
each league,
there's money in this.
Each league is just like the
they could
NFL
withhold TV money from Texas Tech. That's part of the bylaws.
Yeah, they could. Right.
Let me ask you this:
they could ban them. They could ban them from TV. They could. But again,
I'm just wondering.
I don't know why the Big 12 didn't come out and just say no. Screw you, mother. Again,
they're
mother trucker.
They're getting ducks in the row.
Right.
I think that's what they're doing.
Right. That's why all the ADs and all that are talking over the next few days.
Because they need like a supermajority vote or whatever. So I'm sure they're trying to feel out, okay, guys, who all feels this way? Who feels this way? You know, and I'm sure the majority are like, no, he broke the integrity of the game.
Yeah, you broke the biggest rule you can't break.
So do you think, and I don't know if this could happen, do you think this could cause the exit of Texas Tech from the Big 12? On either side. If Big 12 comes out and says this, does Texas Tech, who apparently doesn't care about money, say, well, screw you, we'll go to the Pac-12?
I don't think another conference would take them as of right now.
You don't think the Pac-12 would?
No.
There's 2 teams. This would be 3.
No, they have more than that now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Boise's going to go to the Pac-12. I think Wyoming. It's not going to be a Power 5 conference, though. It's going to be like it's basically going to be the Mountain West. The old Mountain West is basically going to become the Pac-12. But they're not going to be, they're not going to be a Power 4 conference. It's going to be like a group of 5.
I think that could, depending on what the Big 12 does, I mean, in reality, it's a possibility.
I don't know. I get both sides of it. I mean, I really somewhat do get both sides of it. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, bro, you broke the rule you can't break. As an athlete, you can't bet on your own sport.
And you're trying to
let alone on your own sport. You can't bet on your own fucking team. Regardless of if you play, because I mean, again, let's go back to Pete Rose. Did Pete Rose play in those games? No, he didn't play in those games. He didn't play.
He coached.
Didn't matter. He didn't play. He didn't play in those games.
And hey, you know what? He didn't go against them either.
Exactly.
And
neither did. Well, actually, though, I did hear, as I told you yesterday, SORSBY did take the under on the quarterback in one of the games. He took the under. So that's
kind of like going against him.
That's inside information. Obviously, he saw he had a bad week in practice, or you know what I'm saying? Right. Didn't wasn't running well against the scout team defense. You know what I mean? It's insider information. It's all bad.
So
it's all bad.
here's another question. What do you think? Oh, we have a comment. Oh, let's see what our comment is. Let's see if it's a good one. Oh no, Dodgers suck. What was I going to say before we got that comment?
I appreciate the comment though.
We saw your comment. NFL. Do they touch this guy?
No, not after the one guy I told you about, the Ohio State kid that got in trouble for gambling in college, and he went to the NFL, and I don't think he ever got caught betting on the NFL, but he sucked.
Okay,
I don't think Well,
so he won't get drafted, more than likely.
I don't think so.
But do you think any team takes a chance on him?
No, because the NFL also knows that the.
You think he goes to Vegas? Oh,
no,
ouch.
too soon.
Ouch.
Too soon.
He's been doing it for 4 years. It's not too soon.
I think the NCAA, or I think the NFL knows that the NCAA is their minor league system.
It's their pipeline. Yeah,
It's their pipeline. You almost have to show precedence, not precedence, that this is not okay. That if you bet on the game, you're wow. But
Dude,
see,
I'm pretty white. Look,
I know I am too.
I got that farmer's tan. Anyway,
But I say that, but at the same time, I let Calvin Ridley come back. Yeah, I got a year suspension, but they let him come back.
Now, Calvin Ridley, did he bet on his own team?
No. What he did is he placed bets on his bye week. So it wasn't for his team, but he like made one, and literally what he got caught for was he made a parlay bet on his bye week. Right, so he didn't bet on his own team, but he bet on NFL games during his bye week.
Okay.
And that's what they suspended him for.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't on his own team. So I mean, it's a little bit better, but at the same time, the way these guys are on the NFL now, you know what I'm saying? They're all homies. So you're getting, I'm sure you had insider information on these games that you bet on.
Shape. You feel that?
No, that's me moving around a lot too.
Oh, not the boiler?
No.
Okay, what about UFL? Upstart league. It needs attention. I mean, this guy is generating attention. I mean, he's generating attention.
Maybe.
What about the CFL? Is that still around? Canadian football?
Oh yeah, it's definitely still
around. What about there?
Maybe.
What about
maybe
some Chinese football league?
Oh, well, you can definitely go play in China. I don't give a shit. Or Mexico.
Do they have one?
China? I don't know. I know Mexico does though.
Oh, Mexico has a football league?
Yeah, not Quentin Richardson.
Soccer.
Who was that one kid played for Alabama, running back, high draft pick Richardson? Remember
Trent Richardson?
He went and played in Mexico. He was like one of their.
Whatever happened? The Colts, I think, drafted him.
They did.
He did
No. I think he got traded to the Colts. I think somebody else drafted him and he got traded to the Colts.
Was Jamarcus Russell his quarterback?
No.
Oh
no. But it was a bad situation for him. He had a lot of leeches, man. He was just so stressed with all the leeches trying to take all of his money that he just like couldn't ever focus on football because he had a bunch of leeches trying to take all of his money. It's a pretty sad story, actually. It really is.
So if the NFL doesn't take him, do you think he signs a deal with DraftKings or FanDuel when his playing day is over? No, I'm dead serious.
No,
he's drawing attention.
No,
you don't think they try to draw him, have him in for
that's bad.
Personal
that's
appearances?
bad press, bro. That's bad press for DraftKings because look, they have egg on their face now too because somehow they let this happen. He was
using his friends' account. Well, some of them were on his accounts.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they have egg on their face because they said that they could help these leagues make sure that their players are not gambling on games. Don't get me wrong. That's like thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you have to keep up on.
It is.
But they have caught obviously a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like they've caught people doing this shit.
So now what do you think happens? Because what was it last week? There was a basketball team that I forgot what school had 4 or 5 players banned, ineligible because they found out that they were throwing the game.
They weren't throwing the game; they were point shaving.
That's
not throwing a game.
It's throwing a game, dude.
No.
In order to win the game, you have to score the most points. If you're shaving points, you're not trying to win the game.
Yeah, you are. Look, what point shaving is the line.
Trying to keep it under a certain amount.
Exactly.
To me,
if you still win, that doesn't matter. Well, okay,
See?
It does matter.
See?
It does matter, but at the same time, it doesn't. Look, you still won the game. You still won the game.
So do these guys now get this same attorney? And I mean, this opens a floodgate.
I know it does. It does
for all these little whiny bitch college athletes that really know they're not going to be pro. They know they're not going to be
right, and that's why back in the day that it was somewhat beneficial for them to point shave back in the day because they weren't getting NIL money. They were starving college kids, and some mobster comes up, and this is before DraftKings. But some mobster would come up and say, hey, you don't have to lose the game. Just make sure you only win by 4 points. That's it.
Yeah, you'd have to have basically the whole starting. You'd have to have almost the whole team.
Well, there's been.
If you have one guy not on there, you're going to have the one guy trying to prove a point. Like, I deserve to play more. You're going to have that reserve guy. Man, I'm going. He's hot that night. That one guy.
Yeah,
he may be dragged out and never seen from again.
But at the same time, you got to, I don't know, it's you basically have to if you're on the take at that point, you have to be the point guard because you have to be able to pass the ball to the shitty player that you know is not going to make the shot. You don't pass it to the guy that's hot anymore. You know what I'm saying? You pass it to the dude you know is not going to make it.
Yeah, and then the dude that's hot, you know, the star players will be like, hey man, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
You weren't open, homie. He was open over here.
He had 3 guys on him.
No, but he was open. When I passed it to him, he was open.
It was a bounce pass. I got it past him.
Right.
So this opens floodgates.
No, it does. It does.
It is not good.
It's not. It's really not.
Especially
it actually,
the quarterback.
It actually makes me sick to my stomach. It really does. It makes me sick to my stomach because, again, I am a huge college football fan. A huge college football fan.
Oh, I've already said I probably won't watch very much at all.
Well, I will because I'm off on Saturdays this year, so I'll be watching a ton of college football.
So let me ask you this:
But is it going to every time I see a quarterback have a bad game? Am I going to question it? Yeah, I'm going to question it.
So what happened? Sorsby's first game, he has 2 picks. Because looking at his stats, dude, he does not throw very many interceptions. So he has a game with 2 picks. What happens?
Do they win or lose?
It don't matter. Hey man,
yeah, it does.
Were you trying to throw the game? It's
again,
gonna raise a lot of questions to teammates.
Again, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't bet on Texas Tech. Tell you that.
All right, so now let me ask you this other scenario. We'll get off dirty ass's ass for a minute. What if this is a defensive back? He's not a quarterback. This is a defensive back. Is this as big an issue?
Yeah, because you can't bet on your own freaking team.
Okay. Hey, just making sure.
No, but
I really take more issue that he's a quarterback and really can affect the outcome.
I agree with what you're saying, but it's not any different, bro. You can't. I get the angle you're coming at, but I'm more of a black and white issue on this. As in,
I'm not making it about race. It's just a cornerback.
I'm not thinking about a race either. Okay, fine. It's a yes or no thing.
Okay.
You can't bet on your team. You really, again, in my opinion, shouldn't even be betting on football, period, while you're playing. You can bet on table tennis. You can bet on soccer. You can bet on basketball.
Oh, I bet there's good money in soccer, but that'd be hard.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
What would an over-under be on a soccer game?
Well, usually
over-under 1.
Yeah, or 2. Yeah, exactly. But there's not a lot of odds in soccer, from what I remember. But again, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a corner, if it's a safety, if it's a middle linebacker. You can't bet on your own team, let alone, again, on football, period. You can't do that. You just can't.
Okay, all right. Got another question. Okay, we said corner. We've got a quarterback, so there was offense, there was defense. What if it's the kicker?
I knew you were going there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can't bet on your own team. This is
Okay.
this is the Pete Rose rule. You can't bet on your own team, let alone your own sport. In my opinion,
No,
you can't bet on your own. Now, again, I personally feel, my own personal opinion, if you're a college football player, you can bet on the NFL. As an NFL player, I feel that you could bet on college football. But as an NFL player, you can't bet on the NFL. And as a college football player, you can't bet on, actually, I would say in college, you can't bet on any games that your school is involved in. So
I would say any NCAA anything.
I would agree with that.
Say,
but I'm trying to be a little more liberal or broad.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like
they can
hey,
go bet on Major League Baseball. They can
Right.
go bet on hockey.
No,
they can
yeah.
bet on NBA.
Well, there's tons of things. If you have a gambling problem or if you're a gambling addict, there are tons of things you can still bet on that don't involve NCAA football
Oh yeah, there's
or NCAA basketball
There's like
or NCAA
politics
baseball.
stuff out there that you could bet on.
There's tons of things you can still bet on. If you have a problem like this, like he says that he has, just don't bet on your own team, dude. Just don't bet on your own team,
Well,
or don't bet on your own league. You can't bet on your league.
What? So another scenario. We're gonna go back to dirty ass here. So the appeal hearings February,
Which is
hold
absolutely
on.
stupid, by the way.
Hold on. So let's say during their investigate, because they're gonna try to find more stuff. Let's say it comes out that he was still betting after he went in April, like this whole summer. Let's say he was betting on softball or baseball. What happens?
Pro or college?
Either, both.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Either one. He's still betting. He has that problem.
Well,
He's working on it.
I'm more trying to somewhat be on Kid's side right now as you're saying this, but
So
as devil's advocate of what you're trying to say. But
he came out and said he has a problem. He went and got help. Well, what if they find out he's still been betting?
then you're done. Then you are done.
But the hearing is until February.
Then Texas Tech would have to forfeit, which doesn't mean shit.
So if they
Which doesn't mean shit. I get
if they
it.
found out, do you
Right.
think Texas Tech does anything, or do they try to sweep it?
Well, he's a senior, so they're not going to try to sweep it under the rug. If he gets caught, they'll have to forfeit every win that they have this year, which again is stupid because we all know they won the game. You know what I mean? When Reggie Bush got in trouble, SC had to forfeit all these games that they won.
I really think that's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. We all know who won the games. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
forfeited. Okay, so great. The record book shows that they lost, but everybody that watched the game knows that SC was the best team in the country that year.
Well, and you know what? I don't think Reggie Bush did anything that bad compared to this.
Well, it actually came out that he really didn't do anything, by the way. That's why he got his Heisman Trophy back. It was all a big freaking sham because the SC or the NCAA hated SC because they were so good. He didn't do anything wrong.
I'm just saying this is
way worse. This is way worse.
This is top. This is what you shouldn't do. And then some dumbass judge, and in one of the reports I was reading, it was interesting. They were saying in the judge that ruled, he didn't even take into consideration a lot of the gambling stuff. He took more into consideration
mental health.
Yeah. So
that's the soft ass society that we live in now. All you have to say is you have a mental health issue, and everybody bends over backwards to kiss your ass. It's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous.
Very, very redonkulous. Okay,
anytime, and that's what kids do these days. Is anytime that they fuck up or they get in trouble, oh, I'm depressed, or oh, I have ADD, or I think I'm a girl when I'm really a boy, or whatever the hell. It's just excuses, bro. Take responsibility for your actions.
So what happens if, serious question here. Serious question.
What happens if he thinks he's a girl? Then he really shouldn't be playing football.
No.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
What happens if a cheerleader on Texas Tech gets caught gambling?
That's fine. No, it's completely fine.
But aren't they athletes?
No, that's a club sport. It's a club sport. That's
So
not-
they're not athletes.
They're not athletes.
What about golfers?
Golf is not a club sport.
Okay. So a cheerleader, and I'm just trying.
No,
I'm gonna have to look more into this.
No, I'm no, because I heard this argument the other day.
Okay. What about a band member?
Same thing, club sport, or a club activity.
What if the band member is a female who's dating a player and has the inside info? Just kind of throwing this. I mean, this open scenarios like. Anyway.
Well, okay, but you'd say the same thing about Jalen Brunson's girlfriend betting on the Knicks. She has inside information on the Knicks.
Does he have a girlfriend?
I don't know.
Oh,
That was the first name.
I thought maybe we were going to pull out some name here.
That was the first name that came into my head was Jalen Brunson or Wimby. Wimby's sister. You know what I'm saying? She has inside information to bet on the Spurs.
You think she'd bet against the Spurs?
I don't know. I just know she was in the Central Park the other day drawing butterflies with him.
Very nice.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah, he spent all day on what was it, Monday? They spent all day in the park, like drawing pictures together. Him and his sister.
Oh, okay. All right.
Did you know? Speaking of Wimby, even though I know we're going to talk NBA in just a minute, but you know he will like just go to like how like some of the parks have like chess boards, you know what I'm saying, and you can just go like play some dude chess in the park. He will literally go to the park and like play chess with randos. Yeah, he's
from what I hear, he's super smart guy.
Well,
what I hear, super smart.
Well, super interesting guy. Definitely interesting.
Okay, so we went on.
That was way longer than we thought too. That was an hour.
Yeah. So we're going to be moving on to our next topic. We are going to be taking a commercial break. We skipped our mandated one because we knew this was going to be a hot topic. We knew we were going to go for a little while because it is a hot topic. And to all the kids out there,
we do apologize.
Don't bet
until you're 21.
Until you're not playing sports.
Well, not until you're 21.
Take the safe way.
And definitely do not bet on the sport that you play in.
Yeah, it's probably better just don't bet till you're done with sports.
Right. No, I agree.
Unless you're not going to play sports.
No, I agree. You shouldn't gamble if you're a professional athlete, a student athlete. Even though I don't even know if you can call them student athletes, I think they're almost professional athletes as well now.
Yeah.
But just don't gamble. Don't gamble. Because really, you're not gonna make money. There's been like 4 people ever that have made money gambling, and you know what happened to all those guys, Eric?
What
they
happened?
all ended up in jail because they were too good at gambling.
Oh. Well, if you're gonna gamble, go to Vegas and count cards.
Don't tell them to do that. That's illegal too, brother.
Oh, that's illegal?
That's illegal, bro.
Oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go to Vegas.
Or at least don't get caught doing it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
But they'll catch you doing that too, because again, they can, yeah.
So I
just don't cheat.
I
don't
do
cheat.
what I do when I go there and I'm doing this. I shouldn't be doing that.
That's not counting cards.
Well, yeah, I'm counting how many he's got, how many I got, how many they got.
Ha ha ha! Funny guy. Funny guy. Just don't cheat. Period. How about that? Let's just don't cheat in life. Don't cheat in gambling. Don't cheat on your wife. Don't cheat on your girlfriend. Just don't cheat. It's just cheating is bad.
Okay, and we're going to end this one before our commercials. SORSBY should not be playing.
SORSBY should not be playing. You are correct. He should be strung up by his little toes.
And mandated commercial.
Sponsored by the Tishomingo Ice House in downtown Tishomingo. Phone number 580-387-5004. Call-in orders are welcome. Talk with my man Scotty for all of the latest and greatest specials and new menu items he's cooking up. Again, that's the Tishomingo Ice House at 310 West Main in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. A dive bar with a sports appeal. Sponsored by the Ice House in downtown Tishomingo. Come by Friday nights to dance, and sing the night away with DJ Sierra for Sierra Oki from 9 to close. Who do you love to sing? Is it Guns N' Roses, You Could Be Mine? Or is it Johnny Gill, My? Or John Morrison, You Don't Care Enough for Me to Cry? Sierra has it all. Come down to the Ice House Friday nights, where it's always a good time. This commercial break is sponsored by PSC Sports and more. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/PSC Sports. We provide a wide variety of replica championship rings, including the brand new OKC Thunder championship rings. We also have a wide variety of OU merchandise for all you Sooners fans. Again, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/PSC Sports. And as always, Boomer Sooner.
All right. We are back to the ones of the nuns.
Yeah, buddy.
That was a very heated discussion we had.
Yeah, it was needed, though.
Yeah, definitely was needed. Don't even know if we covered some of the things that we had up there. Looks like we covered most of those. We're now moving on to a little MLB with some NHL. Do a little couple of tidbits here. So the Brouhahas have signed Luis Lara to a 7-year, $31 million extension. He's another one of those minor league players.
Right.
Apparently he's tearing it up.
Yeah, but that seems like a deal. 7 years, $31 million. That's not even $5 million a year.
Well,
I'm just saying.
he might
I mean,
be 18 or 19 years old.
I'm just saying. Well, but the last two that have signed, Cole Everson and
Let me make sure I had the number right. I could have mistyped, but I wanted to ask you what your thoughts are on these young players getting these extensions, and granted, below what they could have market value.
well, being a fan of one of the teams that have done this so far, Emerson is killing it for the Mariners right now. So I think it's good. I do. I again, but we hit on ours. It's going to suck
so far.
Right. It's going to suck when one of these teams doesn't hit on these guys. Like we signed Julio to a 10-year extension a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and it wasn't very much either.
No, it's
$31 million.
It's a fair, yeah. The Julio deal is
no. I guess there's escalations. It can max out at 79.
okay. Well, then
So it's 31 million guaranteed.
okay, guaranteed. Okay.
It can max out.
Well,
So-
or even the Tatis deal, like we talked about the other day, in something completely different when we're talking about the Tatis deal. But the Tatis deal is very team friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, he signed it young, but you know what? He has
0 home runs still, I think.
no. He hit one.
Oh, he finally has one. Okay.
Yeah, he hit one a couple weeks ago or last week. But when you're that young of a player and you're like, hey, you're going to offer me this much money right now,
Right.
and for 7 to 10 years, I don't have to go anywhere.
And who cares if I'm underpaid, bro? 31 million. If you can't live on $31 million for the rest of your life, you have problems.
You've got some SORSBY issues.
Yeah, you have some serious problems. I mean, seriously.
No, I think it's kind of good for these younger players. MLB is the teams are. I don't like arbitration,
No, I think arbitration is stupid.
but hey, you're locking these guys up pretty early. You're giving them, above what they're getting now. And what if they don't make it to the majors? Or what if they get to the majors and they suck? Because
Right.
not everybody transitions
Translates, right.
to the.
Well, yeah,
it.
even like Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh sucked the first couple of times that they called him up. So Jacob Mizorowski, the other day,
They call them. What do they call them?
the Miz.
They need to do a skit with
Him and the Miz
the Miz,
and Danhausen.
and Danhausen in the background.
Right? Hit the highest miles per hour pitch by a starting pitcher at 103.7. This kid is absolutely amazing.
Are we still got the over under? I said 3 years for elbow surgery.
Something like
No,
that.
and he is. I don't like that he's on the Brewers, and the Brewers are on an. Remember when I said when Yelich came back, I said they're probably going to go on a tear now. That's exactly what they've done. And Yelich isn't having a great year, but man, they have got some pitchers. Whoever is running their minor league pitching system.
Oh, you just wait. By the way, the Mariners next year coming into spring training, there's 9 guys that could literally be starters next year.
Well,
we have a guy in Double A right now that has a 50% strikeout rate. I don't think he's given up a home run this year, and he doesn't walk anybody. The kid is a absolute stud. I think it was like the number 3 pick too, by the way. But
he made it, but you got to remember. I'll just bring up, not all these pitchers in the minor leagues come out. Let's ask the little unit.
Oh, well, yeah.
but
I'm saying the last 2 guys that we had in Double A that we brought right up from Double A to the majors, Brian Wu, who was amazing, and I think it was Kirby, I think was the other one. And they all played well. I don't know. I do trust our organization with arms. I don't think we do so well.
I was talking about the Brewers.
I know. But I'm talking about the Mariners.
Yeah,
and how great we have a great farm system and the arms that we have on our team
until they start trading them. But the Brewers,
I know,
and look at their actual team. They're not a lot of superstars. You know what I mean. You got Yelich,
but he's not even a superstar anymore. He's past his prime.
No, he's hurt all the time. But I personally think that Counsell wasn't the reason the Brewers won all those games, and the Cubs had to make him the highest paid manager.
No, I think he sucks as a manager.
I'm with you, because this streaky 500 bull
jive.
It's time.
Bull jive.
Hey, I was a David Ross fan. Grandpa Rossi.
I like Rossi.
I like some Grandpa Rossi.
I like Rossi.
However, we've got a deal where we could have a better manager.
What were you saying? What were you talking?
Counsell's not I don't think he's been a better manager than Rossi.
Did I break your concentration?
No.
Okay, good. No, I don't think so either. I don't. So division leaders, we have the AL East is a tie. The Yankees and the Rays. Yankees have been playing some good ball, but old Judgy's out for 6 weeks though.
Is it? It might be longer.
Well, 50-day DL is what he's on right now. He won't be back until after All-Star break.
So the AL East has a tie. Hey, the AL Central has a tie. Cleveland and the White Sox, and I think the White Sox have the tiebreaker over the Indians.
And they're missing their best player, or one of their best players is right now.
Well, actually, the White Sox last night called up one of their minor leaguers.
Yeah.
Walk-off home run.
Is that who that? Okay, I saw that.
That was his first game.
I saw the little clip. I didn't click on it. Okay, so that was the White Sox that had that?
Yeah.
Yep. So then we go to the AL West. The Mariners lead Texas by 3 games. We are 7-3 in our last 10. Had another walk-off, or not a walk-off, but we had another extra innings win last night. Randy Arozarena with another great game.
Okay.
Our bullpen sucks, though.
The NL East, Atlanta is still leading Philadelphia by 9. Philadelphia's
still playing great baseball,
but I think
though.
Atlanta's kind of cooled off, too. I mean, no one's really gaining here.
Next, we have the NL Central. The Brouhahas lead St. Louis by 4.5 games.
The NL West, the Dodgers are expanding their lead on San Diego to 8